Hello and welcome to episode 8.
You're all very welcome. Yes, episode 8.
Podcast, episode 8.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Patrick. And on this episode, well, we answer a lot of questions.
We answer some. It's all questions this week.
Biological clocks.
We also
sex positions.
We talk about sex positions. We
Losing
talk
my
about.
virginity.
We talk about if someone's goals aren't the same as yours, what should you do? Should you ask? Shouldn't you ask?
Why do younger men go for older women and vice versa?
Age gap relationships. We don't delve too much into it, but we touch on it. Yeah.
And then we get back into the role play.
The role play.
And
Patrick meets Mary. Patrick might meet his ex. So enjoy the episode. Let us know what you think. Rate and review. Follow us on Instagram. Anna O'Connor.
I am
26 and Anna O'Connor 26. I am Malachny and Love Life Podcast. Hit us up. Let us know what you think. Enjoy.
Boom. Enjoy. Bye.
Hello,
Anna.
Patrick.
How are we doing? Welcome to episode 8.
Welcome. Give me a cuddle, Patrick. Are you okay?
I'm not. I'm so hungover.
Come here.
Thanks very much. I'm very comfortable right now.
Patrick is a little bit sad today. He's a bit hungover.
I wasn't this sad.
No,
I was like at an event last night in McGettigan's here in Limerick, and the lovely people at McGettigan's, we partied all night with them.
Gin, I saw on your Instagram.
Fucking great
And
crack.
I saw a sing song.
Did you see that?
Oh, it was actually on someone else's Instagram. I saw a sing song. Is there a bit of the Cranberries going on last night? Am I right?
Who put that up?
Shout out to Tracy Hackett
fuck
there.
Right, Tracy. Yeah, so we had a great night, but I am not in great form today, so this is either going to be
You're smiling, babe. That's
I'm
the main
always
thing.
smiling, but I'm very very seedy today. Yeah.
So what was happening in McGettigan's? Were they kind of launching
the best dressed lady competition last night. So me and Sinead O'Brien, our good friend, were judging it, and they had excellent prizes. And McGettigan's are going to start like doing more events like that.
Yeah,
That's a fabulous place. Like Jesus Christ, it's a.
We were just saying it last week. Limerick is just up and up and up.
Yeah.
I was in Bar 101 the other night, and it was Thursday night. The place was hopping, and it was fab. Just a lovely, lovely bar. Really enjoyed it. So, yeah.
So what are we talking about this week?
I don't mind. What do you want to talk about? I have a bit of feedback as
Yeah,
usual.
go on, yeah, go
I
on.
love this feedback because it gives us great content.
Okay.
Where are we? So, I had someone asking me. They're dating someone at the moment.
Okay.
And there isn't much chemistry. So they tick all the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
They're a nice person and they're having a bit of crack, but they don't want to rip their clothes off. So they want to know what we think. Do you continue in a relationship? Would you? Would I? Would you pursue it? Or if the chemistry's not there at the start, would you forget it? What do you think about that? 'Cause I don't know, I'm thinking about it all the way in.
If they don't have the chemistry, then why are they seeing each other?
I think they like the idea of each other.
Well, then they're in trouble straight away.
Yeah.
Like, that would be like
That's
a
my
very
gut.
quick opinion on that. Like,
Yeah.
like, okay, give me a little bit more. What in your mind is like? Okay, so we've talked about it on the road and everything. Right? But
So they both are
they're
in a
not
good-
sexually attracted to each other. Is that what we're saying here? Because
Like, you know that really special chemistry?
yeah, okay, but that's a different thing.
Is
Like,
it?
That's not something you're going to have at the very start, except in exceptional circumstances. That's something I think that develops. But like, is there no spark? Is that what we're saying?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well then you're probably.
She was like, he's so nice. Now, he might have a spark with her, but she doesn't feel it. But everything else is there, and they both want the same things. They both, like, long-term, would love a long-term relationship. Not necessarily with each other, but they're
You
both,
actually said
their
the best
goals
then,
are the
like,
same.
they like the idea of it, but
Yes.
they don't actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think you're in trouble there.
Would you
Mrs.
try it for a while, or would you...
If she's writing
cut your
you
losses?
with this question, she's already decided that
Yes.
this isn't going to. He doesn't float her boat, so I would say you're not being fair to yourself, and you're not being fair to him by keeping going with that.
Yeah.
If you're writing to Anna O'Connor at the Love Life podcast to tell her there's no chemistry, there's no chemistry.
Okay.
So
And I'll agree with you on that
drop
one.
the mic.
Drop the mic and go. It's tough though, because you're like, oh, he's a nice person, but he'll be lovely for someone else.
Honestly,
and let him go.
This
Let
is the
him
first
go.
time I've heard this. Like, some people are just like, they'll stay in a relationship that they know is not like that there's no chemistry, that he's not the perfect person, she's not the perfect person, but they're so scared of being on their own, and they're
Yeah.
so scared of being single again that they will just like
Which is silly. You should always
sleepwalk through
have
it.
in your mind, with or without you, I'm okay. That's what I always say to myself.
I do.
I'm okay and you're okay.
But you can kind of understand some people are in different circumstances.
Yeah.
Some people are in different places in their life. So like the fear of being alone is real, and it
Yeah.
shouldn't be discounted. Now we can sit here and say, oh, you should like, don't be afraid to be on your own, stuff like that. But that like not everyone is going to receive that the same. So like it is a real thing. People are
Lonely. Yeah.
loneliness or scared of being alone forever and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's obviously something that people you have to
So
take
don't
into account.
settle either for just no chemistry because everything else is there. You're saying
I'm saying if there's no chemistry there, it's going to go down a bad road.
Mm.
I think if you're saying right now straight away there's no chemistry, should I stay with this person?
I was always
this person needs to do a cost benefit analysis. Like what are the pros and cons? And like obviously a major con is there's no chemistry. What are the pros other than I don't want to be on my own and he ticks a few boxes?
Yeah.
You know.
And he's nice, and I had my old boss said this to me once, and actually I was engaged at the time, right? And I was hemming and hawing, and she said to me, Anna, if you're not head, neck and heels, forget it. And I know I've used this before, but it really struck me. It was like, you know, if you're not head, neck and heels at the start, where are you going to be 10 years down the road, you know?
But you could have been friends with someone for a long, long time and then just like kind of start looking at them differently. I don't know, like this whole thing.
Well, when you're in a relationship,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
head,
okay.
neck and heels at the start of a relationship.
Like you don't
But
just
it's
meet
funny,
someone and fall in love.
Just I use that in my head now. I'd be saying it all the time, right? But I use that when it comes to, say, if I go clothes shopping and I try on a pair of jeans and
Right.
I'm hemming and hawing, I'm either all in or I'm not buying the jeans. I use it in my head. So if you're not head, neck and heels about the jeans, don't buy the jeans. Only buy the top or the jeans or the perfume or whatever, because then you'll end up with everything that you really like in your life, not just kind of like those jeans. Or if you're, do you find that when you're shopping, if you buy something that you're not sure about, you hardly ever wear it. It's just not.
No,
Do you not find that?
I don't, and I wish you like your way is the right way. But like I don't buy too much anymore. But like I would have always had a problem like just buying shit for the sake of it, not even trying it
But
on.
would you not wear it then, or would you wear it?
No, because you still have the tags on.
That's
and stuff like that.
that's why I used this. I think I just thought. I think I was actually in Brown Thomas one day trying on jeans, and I was asking a woman. She was like, "If you're not sure, don't." And I kind of,
Terrible at her job.
no, she wasn't working there. She was just
Okay,
trying on
right.
clothes. But it's a really good idea because you do find that everything you have you like. Don't buy something that doesn't fit you. I know
Yeah.
this isn't about love life, but I find I use that in my love life and my buying clothes life. So then everything I have I like.
So what's your advice to this lady?
Oh, my advice, I suppose after I was thinking about it, and I have actually been in that situation before and it didn't work out. You know, when I was just seeing someone, the chemistry wasn't there, but they had everything. And now that I walked away from it, I know that it wasn't right. You know, I think if you're feeling it, if it's not right, go with your gut. It's not right.
Okay.
So there we go. Yeah, we both agree on that. There's plenty of fish in the LC.
Is there more?
Yeah, I have loads of stuff. Let me see. When should someone introduce you to their friends and family, in your opinion?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Friends, like for me, friends is no bother. You
No
know what I mean?
bother.
Friends, you can tell a friend I'm on a date with someone, or like meet them on a night out, and introduce someone to my friends. That's not an issue. And if they're hesitant to introduce you to your friends, then they're like,
That's a red flag.
yeah.
I remember
had
I
this
was seeing
discussion
someone
before.
before and we bumped into their friends, and he said he was going to tell them I was a work colleague kind of thing. And I was like, oh yeah, grand, I laughed it off. But then I said it to Patrick the next day, short of actually pulling a red flag out of your jeans,
Yeah.
you were like, Anna, no, why does he not want to introduce
Well,
you
think
to his
of,
friends?
like I explained it to you, but think about like why he wouldn't want you to introduce you to his friends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and lads are like your lad friends will like just ruin you just for a laugh. Do you know what I mean? But that's the way lads are.
Yeah.
So like, let's say okay, in that situation, I was on a date with you, right? And I go, oh, do you know those guys over there? Yeah, they're my friends. Can we go over and talk to them? No, you stay here. Or let's say you're my work colleague. Why would I do that? Because if in my mind, I introduce you to my friends, one of my friends is going to go, that's not the one you were out with last night, pal.
Yeah.
That's not your girlfriend, mate.
Yeah.
And something like that. And that's why I was thinking, like, if he wanted to introduce you as a work colleague to his friends, there's something fucking wrong there.
Yeah.
Do you not think?
Yeah, possibly. Oh,
Well, we don't know.
I'm not seeing him now anymore, but that was a while back. But
Family is a big step.
it's massive.
Yeah.
It's massive,
Yeah.
especially if you have kids. It's a massive step. But even your parents, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
your parents
Sadly,
passed
both
away.
of my parents have passed away. My sister and brother
Yeah.
are almost like parents. My sister.
Yeah, your
especially.
family, whoever that might be, your
Yeah.
parents, your brothers, your sisters, your son, your
But
whatever.
my sister has never liked any of my girlfriends. We were just talking about this.
Your
the other day.
sister loves me.
You're not my girlfriend.
We're besties.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that you're talking to me. No, but like my sister's very protected because we say like my mother was sick nearly all my life, so my sister is essentially my mother.
Oh yeah.
So she does mother me a lot, but she's not like. She's tolerated some of my girlfriends for a while, but she's never liked any of them. I actually said this to her the other day. So like, what's the point in introducing anyone to you? You don't like anyone ever with.
Oh.
So she laughed it off, and because we were talking about her son, like no woman is ever
Going to be.
good
What age
enough for her
is
son.
he? Is he a child or is he?
2.
Oh, he's a
Yeah, he's kind of a wild kid, but so yeah. So like, for me, like, but it's different for everybody, I
Yeah.
guess. Like, how long is a piece of string? Like,
Yeah.
if you know, you know.
I kind of feel like the minute we'd be in a relationship, that we'd decide if we had the chat and we're like, right,
Yeah,
we're giving this a go.
Even if I'm
then
in a relationship,
would you be slow?
I'm slow to
Really?
to bring the family in. My family, but that's just me.
That's you, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be definitely when we're in a relationship. Like, if they happened to bump into my family, you know, if I wouldn't be steering them away from my family either if I was just seeing them, but I wouldn't want to scare them off with introducing them to my family too early.
But okay, if you know, here's my answer to this, right? If you know in your mind that this is a short-term thing, then you kind of know in your mind it's time for the family to meet them, right?
Yeah.
But like again, but that's not without its difficulties as well, because like the longest relationship I was ever in, I knew for a long time, I'd say I knew for a fucking year that she wasn't the one, and like stayed with her. And
hard to make
my
that break,
family
isn't it?
adored her. My father, rest his soul, adored this girl. And when I decided that I had to end, like it was time to end the relationship, I lost a night's sleep worrying about telling my father.
Mm.
And then once I explained the dynamic of the relationship to him and explained everything, and he said, "Jesus, you couldn't be putting up with that."
Yeah.
Once he gave me,
Family understand. They usually do.
but,
Yeah.
I was worried that he'd be so disappointed that I was going to break up with him. Because like my sister went out with it when I was young. My sister was going out with a guy, and my father loved the guy. And when my sister broke up with him, my father didn't talk to her for a couple of weeks.
Stop.
Yeah, because he was so mad about
So
that fella.
disappointed.
And like that's what I was afraid of too.
Yeah.
So like, but I stayed in that relationship for much longer than I should have, because my family were so fond of her and they were so proud of me, and they hoped that we like get married and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like the family
Does have a say a little.
makes it even more kind of difficult.
Complicated.
Exactly. So like, but if you know that this is someone that like is going to be around for a long time, maybe forever, then like that's when in your mind.
That's when you introduce.
That's when you introduce the family.
Yeah.
That would be my advice on
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
You?
I don't think I'd be as black and white now. I'd actually nearly want to see them interact with my family to see if I would think.
Okay, so is that kind of a different thing for you because you have a son? So you need to see if they're going to be able to kind of mix and coexist with your son. Is that what that's about, or am I just kind of?
No, it's not really. It's more. I'm very family orientated. Sometimes probably too dependent on my family, but I just have them up here. I think they are great, and if my boyfriend doesn't think the same, I'm like, oh, I don't know. But that's probably not a good idea, because not everyone's going to think the same of your family, but they have to be willing to immerse themselves in your family and enjoy your family. They can't just,
Do you not think that could be a red flag for some people? As in, like,
Yeah.
as or something off-putting for some people.
Yeah, I
like,
do. I know it might be. Yeah.
Because, like, even from, you know, like a psychology point of view, like enmeshed families or something like that, people tend to run away from. As in, like, if you, like, you know, the family, a decision in the relationship is a decision that then is something the whole family are involved in. So instead of just going out with the girl, you're nearly going out with her fucking mother, her grandmother, Auntie Nora,
I know, it's
or
not
cousin
that bad, I
Sally.
swear.
Oh, I know, but like
Yeah.
that's kind of the extreme of that. But like that would be kind of something like, well, like, you know.
I'd be slower now than I used to be to introduce people to my family, because to be honest, the reason I'd be slower would be I don't want to scare them off, because it's probably too much too quickly, you know. But I would like to see how people interact with my family. That would definitely show me if I wanted to.
Because yeah, like as
to
in,
stay with them.
if we were having a fight, like, and then I'm also having a fight with your mother, and your sister, and your auntie because I'm having a fight with you.
Yeah.
That would
very
be
stressful.
kind of scary, yeah.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be that bad now in my house.
Okay.
But I just have a very kind of social, musical, great crack family, and to me it would be very important that, like, at a social event with my family, that I would very much like to see my significant other being able to sit in with that and enjoy it and think it's good fun and it's good crack, and that's more, not the day-to-day, every day included in my
And if you couldn't, do you write him off?
Probably
like
not.
If he just wants
but
to be separate from your family, like he doesn't want to get in with all the family, he just wants to see you, he doesn't want to go to the...
Oh, you'd have to think my family are fairly cool, like you'd have to like my family, yeah. And I'd like to like his family too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if he didn't, is that like gone,
Yeah,
done?
I'd say it wouldn't work, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So...
Have we, okay, do we have more questions?
yeah, I do. Okay, so we finished that, they introduced us, so it all depends on the person.
When you know, you know.
When you know, you know. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is another one. Biological clock. You know, do you find, like, say, you date girls in their 20s and their 30s, and I would date guys in their 20s and 30s, but this is more for you, I suppose, because, like, would you find girls in their 30s are in a bigger rush because they want to have children and stuff like that?
I don't know if that's the case anymore. Certainly that would have been a thing. I think it's more kind of, things have changed, especially like in Ireland, right? There was a thing in Ireland, like you talk to people of us from a certain generation and like, fucking, they could be talking to a fucking 21-year-old. Oh, when I was your age, I was married and I already had a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like people, eyes bulge. Like at 21. At 21, most 21-year-olds are now like still fucking living in their parents' house and like fucking playing video games and shit like that.
Yeah, they're way more immature in a way. Yeah.
The kind of the hurry has gone a little bit. You know what I mean? And like, and some people, there was always kind of a pressure to like find a wife and settle down, or find a husband and settle down, have kids and stuff like that. Now, okay, the biological clock is obviously a different thing, but some people don't want to get married ever.
Yeah.
I can think of 2 of my friends who will never get married.
And have kids or just married?
Huh?
Do they want kids or?
One of them is expecting a kid, so that covers that off.
Yeah.
But doesn't believe in marriage.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know, I haven't found that.
Yeah.
You probably could you shed some light on that?
The fact that I have a child has taken all that worry away from me. I mean, I don't mind if I don't have any more kids. I still have a child.
Yeah.
So I'm in no panic. So I don't mind if I meet
Do you
someone.
have friends now that would kind of be in a hurry to have a baby?
No, I actually don't. My friends in their 30s, I don't know. They're all very. But maybe it's just they don't tell me, but they don't seem to be in a panic at all.
Oh, I'd say maybe there is still a little bit of there. Just thinking back,
Yeah, there must be.
Someone once asked me, would I sire a child for them?
Yeah.
And I like almost like was writing up a contract like you don't have to be involved in the child's life. I just think you're a nice person, and I like if you could give me your seed so I can have a baby because I want to have a baby.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you for fucking real?
Yeah.
No way!" I was like,
Yeah.
that conversation did happen.
Yeah.
So
And people are freezing their eggs and stuff now. It's a thing, you know. I'm
So
sure
yeah, I
people have
suppose
babies
maybe
at
there's a
all
bit-
ages. I don't see it with my friends, but it would be a subject girls wouldn't really bring up because we don't want to seem like desperate that we're like, oh, we want to meet someone, I want to have a baby. But maybe it's going on deep down in girls' minds. I don't really know.
What was the actual question?
Well, it was just, the actual question was, sorry, I have so many questions this week. Biological, just somebody asked me, do you find that women are, I just wrote biologically clock, I can't remember the exact
No,
question.
I don't. I
Yeah.
haven't.
You
but I'm
haven't
not going to
come
say
across
that
it.
it's not a thing. because-
Yeah, it must be a little bit of a thing, but I don't see it either with my girlfriends, and because I have a child, I don't have it. I don't have that panic. So yeah, that's
Okay.
it. I think that could be, phone calls. Are they gone? Guys ringing girls, girls ringing guys. What do you think if you were seeing a girl and she rang you, but you were usually just texting or?
No, if you're seeing a girl like, do you know, like actually putting the phone up to, like, if it was in the car, it would be phone call. If I was at home, it would be FaceTime.
Okay.
'Cause I think I like-
yeah, that's very good.
I
yeah.
like that whole thing of being able to see the person. You can see them smile, and you can see their eyes, and you can see them laugh, and stuff like that. So I think FaceTiming, like if you're sitting in the house and the other person is sitting in the house and you're just far away from each other, like
Yeah.
FaceTiming is what I would do. So going along in the car, probably would ring someone. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Because
no,
it
I
doesn't,
think-
I find that doesn't go on too much now. Guys just
But you're
text a
talking
lot.
about the whole seeing and dating and that
Yeah.
element, probably not so much.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be ringing someone if you were only half seeing them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be like
Yeah.
Snapchatting them or
Yeah.
like WhatsApping
You'd
them
call
or
them when things are a little bit more
Instagram
serious.
DMing them or Facebook messaging them
Yeah.
or something like that. Like that kind of.
What would you think if you were texting a girl, okay, and she rang you? Would that kind of open it up that
I'd say
you could ring her?
fucking ballsy
Yeah,
move.
I think it's a good move. I think if you really want to chat to a guy on the phone, fucking ring him.
Does that not go against your whole if you chase you lose the race?
No,
Does
not
that-
chasing him. That you just like if you're chatting away and it's grand and you're kind of seeing each other,
Yeah.
but you don't phone call each other.
Yeah.
There's no harm in you ringing him, and if he's a missed call from you, say you can't answer at the time or whatever, he'll kind of feel, oh, we can ring each other. It's kind of a silly thing, but
Yeah.
it's like when it's never done, it's never done. But when
Okay.
somebody breaks the ice, maybe it'll, if you prefer phone calls. Now, if you don't want to be making phone calls,
No,
great.
as I said to you, the answer to the question is I don't think it's a dying thing. I'd say, like, I know my housemate is like rings or FaceTimes his girlfriend every day,
Yeah.
and like I would, if I was in a relationship with someone, I'd be
Yeah, relationships.
FaceTiming them and
yeah.
going around the house. It's just funny.
Definitely when I'm going out with someone, but when I'm only dating someone or seeing someone or whatever, the
No,
grey area
probably
is I don't really phone
No.
call.
Well,
I'd be
that-
afraid that we'd
neither
have
would
awkward
I.
silences. I'd be like, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. No. There's. I think we've covered that one. off.
Yeah.
Any more?
Anymore, Patrick, you're full of chat today.
Are you actually?
Have you anything to bring to the table? Have you?
I'm trying to cover off all this feedback.
Okay, let me see. Oh, I have a tip of the week.
Before you do,
Oh, go on.
so let's cover some of these
Yeah.
off because someone asked me why do younger guys go for older women so much.
Oh.
So, like, and I suppose when I unfortunately I made the mistake yesterday of doing that question thing on Instagram.
Oh
and
yeah.
Someone asked me about like
I haven't-
losing my virginity, and I think some people didn't like that I answered that. I should probably, in hindsight, regret answering that. But like, I was 15 and I lost to an older woman,
Okay.
and like, but that kind of opened the floodgates of questions.
Can I ask how much older?
She
Can
would have been. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, she
Yeah.
would have been probably in her late 20s.
God, I think
What?
I don't know.
What? Go on. Yeah, let's.
Well, I
have
have a 15-year-old son, and
Yeah.
if a woman in her late 20s went near him, I'd be calling the guards.
See, like, okay, I wasn't like groomed or fucking like. It was the first time, like, my brother got me and my friend into a nightclub for the first time ever when we were fucking 15.
Yeah.
Right, and like, he and his friends all went off and did whatever they were doing. So I was literally just wandering around the nightclub, like a lost child, literally.
Yeah. Oh
And
my God.
met this woman and started shifting her, and then she brought me out into an alleyway and deflowered me, and it was
Oh my
horrible.
God,
oh my god, it was such a horrible
Patrick.
experience. Yeah, here we are, the whole
And
world.
did she know you were 15?
No, she didn't.
Okay. And you probably didn't look 50.
No, I didn't. And I had no fucking clue what I was doing. It was terrifying, and it was a horrible. It's a horrible experience. It's a horrible memory. Like,
Is
you know,
it?
everyone would love that their first time would be with someone you love, but in candlelight and all.
But
this
you
kind of
weren't going to
shit.
say no, because.
Oh God! Like you just But that okay. So there it is. But I wasn't essentially going for an older woman. It was just the circumstances I found myself in. Now, I was also asked, "What's the oldest you've been with?" And like, so when I was 21, I was with a woman who was 40.
Okay, and were you going out with her, or did you just
No,
see her?
just saw her. But she was a very, very sexy woman and
So
lovely.
20 years.
But the age didn't matter to me.
No,
So I don't think
I've gone
could-
out with people
Yeah, I was.
way
That's
older than
why I
me,
was
yeah.
gonna. But you like. So, do you have an opinion on this? Because I can't really give you an answer.
I
don't-
have gone out with a guy 10 years younger than me,
Okay,
and I've
tell us
gone out with
about
a
that.
guy 20 years older than me.
Right. So let's go for the guy who's 10 years younger than you.
Mhm.
What was that like?
Yeah, he seemed emotionally mature, like, so it was fine. I've seen guys that are the same age as me that were more immature than him. So I
Okay.
don't think age. No, it didn't work
So go
out,
back to
obviously.
the listener's question: why do you think younger guys go for older women?
I don't know. There's some kind of a. It's kind of sexy or something. I don't know. It's like, I think it's like almost. Isn't there a kind of a. Our guy is more attracted to older women because there's a bit of a novelty, like the MILF or the kind of. You know what I mean? Is there that? Like, I think there is.
I'd say there
And then
probably
if
is.
there's a really good-looking guy in his 20s.
Yeah,
And
okay,
it's-
so what's
it's
it like being
coming
on
out.
the other end of that? Is it like an ego thing, or
I don't know. At the moment, no.
I did not mean to put you on the spot.
No,
here
you're not.
because
I
this
don't
is actually
mind
a question
you.
that I was
Yeah.
asked, but like, so, like, what's going on with you when you're seeing?
At the moment,
seeing
I have
like,
zero interest in seeing any guy in his 20s. I just have no interest in that
Why?
because the place I am in my life right now is just like, I'm not really interested in
But
just a bit
if
of
a guy who's 10 years younger than you takes interest in you, like, is it
Yeah.
like, oh, still got it, or what's going on? Like, what's?
fun.
Don't be afraid here. Just like, fuck, I have to tell you how I lost my fucking
You know what?
virginity.
It's nice to feel like you still got it. I was at a concert with my son there the other day. It was a rap gig in Dublin, and we were waiting outside for a lift. And the DJ that was in the concert, we were there like maybe 20 minutes after he came out with his entourage, you know. And my son, you know, I was like, "Oh, could we get our phone and take?"
Yeah.
So I was taking his phone, and he's like, "Hey," and give me a wink. And my son was like, "Fucking cheeky," and I was just like, "I still got it, Danny." I say this guy was about 20,
okay.
but give me a wink, and it would. I think would be. It's a novelty, and it's nice to feel like you know, you get a bit of attention. But I would not be pursuing that.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I just wouldn't. Look, I wouldn't rule out anything 100%, but like, I feel like guys, much younger guys, are just looking for the novelty and the bit of fun. And if you're actually really in it for something serious, you're probably better off look around. Like 4 or 5 years younger wouldn't bother me really,
Okay.
but maybe 10 might be a bit pushing it now. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Have you any more questions? Or are you going to do your tip of the week?
Let me see. I think. Oh, I thought a good question to ask someone on a first date. Like, do you feel like when you start dating someone, same page of what you want in life? So say at the moment,
God, if you start having a conversation like that on the first date, I'm like, there'll be no second date.
yeah, even though you might want a relationship, like, I don't know. I'm just interested to know. Say I know myself now. I would long term like to meet someone that's all in with me, and we make a life together, and it will be lovely, like what my parents have, my sister has. I don't mind that I'm single and I'm enjoying that, but I don't really want to go wasting my time with guys that definitely don't want that. But can you change your mind, or do you even think that? I mean, or is everyone's long-term goal the same as mine.
People are at different
Yeah.
points in their life and people have different priorities. But I'll flip
It's
this around on
timing
you.
everything,
If you went
isn't
on a date with a guy
Yeah.
and the guy on the first date starts telling you where he wants your kids to go to school,
Yeah.
you're not going on a second date. either.
No.
I always say, put yourself in the other person's shoes. Because like, it's too much, it's too full on. Now that might be what both of you want.
I came up with a really good way of finding out though what someone's long-term goals are. This is a question that I think you can ask on a first date, and that, like, you might only want a bit of fun here, and you might want to find out, is this what they want too?
Okay.
So here's a good question. What do you think of this question? So if we were on a first date, we're having the crack, and I said to you, Patrick,
Yeah.
life's not perfect, but if it was, what would yours look like? No.
I'd come up with, like, I wouldn't give you. What are you trying to get out of me here? Are you trying to get me to say, oh, waking up on a Sunday morning in bed with my wife and my kids come running into the room and hop on the bed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not gonna fucking say that in the first date. For the very reasons I've just said. So I don't know if your foolproof plan is gonna work out. But I would come up with something fucking clever. I'm sitting on my own private beach, smoking my own brand of cigars with like...
Your monkey on your lap.
Yeah, exactly. My monkey feeding me grapes and my 10 wives like playing in the water or something like that. Like, okay, I see where you're going with that, but like you can't give in to like what you want.
So you need to get to know
and
someone
even
a lot
what?
more.
Okay, because I know you hate that. I'm looking
What
for
do
a
I
bit
hate?
of fun.
No, I don't hate that. I don't mind that once I
Someone
kind
could
of
be
know.
looking for a bit of fun and then fucking
Fall in love with you.
So you
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure
just-
out. I'm not giving out.
I know,
not,
but don't
I'm just trying to
be in
figure
such a hurry
this
to
out.
find out. I know
Okay.
you don't want to
Just enjoy
waste
it.
time and stuff like that, but like unfortunately, you're going to have to kiss a few frogs before you find the prince.
It's not really, I don't want to really just talk about me. I'm talking about in general. So you're saying even if your long term, like my long term goal, I would love to imagine that
But are
I'd
you
meet
going
someone.
out now and dating people with the intention of finding that long-term one, or are you going out just to enjoy your life at the moment? Where is your head at? Where are you right now? And I hope the guy you're seeing is not listening to this podcast.
I don't know. I'm just having crack.
There you go. Oh, she's just doing it for a bit of fun. I want the wife and kids. I'm out of here.
No. I just feel like it's kind of nice to know that you're on the same page a little bit, even though you might go out 10 times and then realise we're not the one for each other. That's fine. We had a nice time. But I suppose if they're intending on emigrating in 2 years' time, and I'm asking you, would you still date someone that
And in
has zero plans?
in
to be
our
in a
role
long-term
play, I've
relationship?
told you that like I'm going back to college and
Yeah.
I'm going to be a brogat student.
Yeah,
And I've told you that after 2 dates.
yeah.
You know, and like you're telling me you're fine to be supportive of me, but you've admitted that in your head, it is going to be an issue. When it comes to the point where you want to go to Nashville or
Vegas.
Monaco or
yeah.
Vegas, and I'm like, I can't do that. That is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
You get the information, so you don't think just go with your heart. You think, look at the information
I
you're being
think-
given as well.
calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
I think like don't go looking to ask.
I'm not just
questions
talking
to
about
set
me,
plans.
okay?
No, I know you're not
I'm just
about me.
talking about in general.
And I'm speaking in
Yeah,
general
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Okay.
Get to know the person. All that information will come naturally.
And all the
If you're
other
going
shit,
in
things
thinking,
can change if you're
I don't
not.
want to waste my time with some fucker who's not going to be around. Like you know, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's
Yeah.
like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Just relax.
Enjoy the day.
Enjoy the dates, and if you
It'll
happen
come
to
to a
meet
head some
someone
way.
who's amazing and has the same goals, brilliant.
Yeah.
Don't go like kicking tires and like trying to ask questions to find out what their life goals are, because like fucking hell.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think, don't push these things, just see what happens,
No.
and you'll feel it out after a while.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you fall in love, you fall in love, and things can change. Yeah. Okay, cool. It's not just about me, it's just a general
I know.
question.
I know. Tip of the week?
Oh, my tip of the week this week, Patrick will probably give out to me again, is
I never give
tip
up.
of the week, girls. This is probably going against what we just talked about. So, if someone is not giving you enough hop, so it's basically my tip of the week is be ruthless, okay? I hate when you give me those eyes. But what I mean by this, girls, this is to the girls, is, well, I suppose guys can take this if they want. If you are seeing someone and they're not giving you much hop, okay? They're not making an effort, and they're not making you happy or giving you what they want. Be quicker to cut them out of your life and move on. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Girls do tend to concentrate on the one guy at a time. We do, no matter how hard we try. So if your gut is saying they're not giving you enough hop, so say,
what does enough hop mean?
if they're not making you happy, if they're stressing you out, if they're not, giving you a phone call or taking you out or making an effort, you don't hear from them for 2 or 3 weeks, you know yourself, that's not enough. If it's not enough for you, if that's enough for you, that's great. But if you're not feeling great because of somebody and you're thinking, I wonder, maybe, or, I feel like try and just be a little bit more ruthless. So say you're going out with Johnny, you're not going out with him. You're interested in Johnny. Okay, Johnny is lovely, but you think Johnny's lovely, but Johnny's not giving you much hop. Johnny's not that bothered with you. Johnny's probably texting 4 other women because you don't hear from him much, and you get that gut feeling. You've been here before. Johnny's not giving you that much hop. If you keep Johnny there, at arm's length, and you keep seeing him every month or every few weeks, your mind is still with Johnny. Cut Johnny out of your life, because Jimmy could be 6 guys down the road. Jimmy could be the love of your life, and he could be absolutely fabulous. But you have to get through another 6 guys to be Jimmy, possibly, okay? So, get them out of the way. As in, get rid of him, cut him out of your life. Be ruthless. Don't put up with any half-arsed bullshit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my tip of the week, girls. Be ruthless.
Okay. So I'm here looking at the some of the questions that I was sent.
Oh yeah, this is on Instagram. Patrick put up.
Really regretted doing this.
I have a few minutes if you want to message me. I hounded him there.
On a car
journey. Yeah,
and
car
I was just like bored.
Yeah.
So someone asked me blondes or brunettes. Doesn't matter.
Does it not?
No.
To most guys, I wonder, does it?
Most guys would probably tell you like a blonde will catch your eye first.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I don't think no one would say, well, dye your hair, I'm not going out with you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Perfect woman. I think I already answered that.
I loved your answer to that.
Well, it's true though. Like eyes,
tell him your answer.
eyes and smile are a big thing for me. So like
Eyes
I
and
really like a smiler, someone who's always smiling.
Yeah.
Right. Resting bitch face does not do it for me. Someone who has lovely, kind eyes.
Yeah.
And a good heart.
Yeah.
Like someone who will actually like break down the walls of like what should and shouldn't happen just to be a nice person. Like I've lost my father this year.
Yeah.
And like people who came to the funeral, or people who rang me, and people who wrote to me and stuff like that. That means something to me.
It means so much.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like we go through life.
It kind of makes you realise what's important, and nice is important, and a good person.
We go through life just like trying to like, so we're so worried about ourselves these days, and like our own image, and like what's on our fucking social media and what other people think of us and stuff like that. That the whole worrying about someone else gets lost, and like that kindness and actually being a genuine person, that's more important than like having a nice arse.
Yeah.
It just is.
Absolutely.
Now, nice heart doesn't hurt. That's probably the first thing you're going to notice about someone. What's going to keep you is a good heart.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's lovely, Patrick.
How many Bjors do you rail weekly? Not many.
That's a good one.
Are you gay, bi, or straight? I'm straight.
Straight. I'm straight too.
When are you taking me out? Well, that girl lives in London, so like, I don't know.
Whenever.
Are you a eunuch? No, I'm not. I have a dick and balls.
Okay. I didn't even know what a eunuch is.
Huh?
I didn't even know what a eunuch was.
You don't watch Game of Thrones, obviously.
No.
Approximately how much time do you spend on your phone a day, and do you think it affects your mental health? I don't spend an excessive amount of time on my phone because it's something I'm conscious of. And like you, of course, you tried to ring me there during the week and you didn't hear from me till the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I had to make a PowerPoint presentation for work,
So
I did that
phone.
down in the living room, and I left my phone up in my room for the night because
Yeah.
I knew I had to get this thing done. Same thing when I have to write a blog or I have to write the newspaper.
You actually put the phone away.
Like if it has to be done, the phone goes away because
That's
like
it.
your phone will be going off.
I
Snapchats
do
and-
find I'll just be honest, because I think a lot of people are the same. I spend way too much time on my phone, and I always feel guilty about it then. So if I'm
Do
at
you know the
home,
new
I start
thing?
scrolling, and then I'll be like, shit, what have I just done for the last hour? Sat
Someone-
on my phone, I could have done so much more with my life. And sometimes I told you that, I delete Instagram for a few days, just It's ridiculous, actually. But just so I can get on with my own life, and I do find that sometimes it affects my thinking and my mental health, and I just want to keep that right. So sometimes I'll just delete the apps.
So I don't fall into that trap as much
Yeah.
because I know it's all bullshit. Like I know
Yeah.
the people behind the pictures. I know the people behind the social media, the Instagrams and stuff like that. I know it's all bullshit. I don't try and make it look like I have a perfect life or I have everything and all this sort of
Yeah.
shit. And anyone who's watched or listened to these podcasts will know, like, this is me.
Yeah.
I'm not faking anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I know that people can get like very, like this whole thing that was going on there during the summer with like bloggers unveiled and fit fan failures and all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. Now, bloggers unveiled, fit fan failures weren't exactly doing it in a very nice way.
No.
But there was certainly something to it because I have known girls stressing out about their diet, stressing out going to the gym every single day to try and make themselves look like a photo on Instagram that's actually fucking Photoshop.
Yeah, exactly.
That's scary and that shouldn't be happening.
No, but that would be my advice to you. If you find it too much, if you're using your phone too much, I do this anyway. I delete the apps for a few days and I feel fucking great after it. Actually, every year I give up social media for Lent. I'm not even that holy of a person, but I just delete all the apps for Lent. And oh my god, it's a great cleanse. Highly recommend it. So anyway.
What are the main qualities a woman should have? I think I've kind of already covered that.
Smile.
Do you have a certain
Smile.
type of woman? Not really. Is counselling a tough career to get into, expensive, studying, etc.? The course is very, very tough.
Counselling, yeah.
Like, because there's a lot, you have to do a lot of work on yourself. And like, you know, I started this course the year my mother passed away. So like, obviously there was a lot of stuff coming up for
Yeah.
me. And like, there was times I had to get up and leave class because my emotions got the better of me
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But like, part of the course, then
Probably helped as well, didn't
well,
it?
you have to do, like in third and fourth year, you have to do 50 hours of personal therapy yourself.
Wow.
And like, I had an amazing therapist in fourth year who like I just talked to during the week, think the world of.
Yeah.
And like, we did hypnosis and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she hypnotized me and then spoke directly to my anxiety. She
Wow.
hypnotized me and spoke directly to my inner child.
Oh
And like,
my
I would have
God.
never believed in any of this shit. I would have
Yeah.
thought like this, like people who go to fortune tellers and all this sort of shit, a load of bullshit.
Yeah.
But like, I was literally there in the room as the third person while she was talking to someone. My voice was saying the words. I wasn't saying the words though. I was listening to the conversation between her and something inside of me.
Mm.
I was talking, but I wasn't talking. Do you get me? It's so
gosh.
fucking, but so amazing.
Yeah.
And like, oh God, did wondrous work with her.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm off on a tangent there.
No,
but,
no.
The course was expensive, and we'll say ultimately that's what I'd like to be. That's what I'd like to do. But like, there isn't a lot of money to be made out.
That's what I was wondering. So you do the course and then the jobs out of it aren't.
You'd have to, I need to. I do hope to someday do a master's. I would like this to be my retirement plan, as in like when
Okay,
I'm finished
yeah.
working, whatever, like that. Like I just open like a practice in the spare room in my house. and
Yeah,
see clients,
that's
like
a
that.
really
So it
good
gives me
idea.
a purpose, and
Yeah.
I'm still making a little bit of money.
Yeah, and it's a
kind of-
long-term goal. That's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Let's see, is there anything else? Do you believe it's okay for a girl to write to a lad first? Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I have done it.
Um,
I do it. Actually, Bumble, that app, it's like Tinder, but only the girls can write first. I think it's good. Puts you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Will we do one more and then go back into the role play?
If you want.
Yeah.
Let's
Pick
see.
a good one.
I won't pick the one you asked.
Of course not.
Because it's that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Do you know what? Fuck it. We'll I'll answer that one if you answer that one.
What's your favourite sex position? You know this was coming.
I didn't actually know that was coming. But anyway, okay, so
Does it matter? Is there one?
do you have one?
I don't have one, no. And I'm not saying that to get out of this question.
Yes, you
as
totally
in, I don't. It depends on the guy. It depends on the circumstances. I'm not mad on being on top.
Are you not?
No.
Why? Because that like
Because I feel like
you're
it's-
on show. Is it?
No, I
'Cause
like
I've
being
heard
on
that
show.
before.
No, I don't mind being on show at all.
She sits up
obviously. No, it's not. It's not being on show. It's actually,
Uncomfortable?
yeah, it's hard to get going or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like the guy is better
I
at
actually
the
love it when
moving.
the girl is on top and you're just like lying there looking up at her.
I feel
if
like
the light
the guy-
catches her a certain way, it's like,
Yeah,
oh
no,
my
I
God,
think it
this
looks
is so
sexier.
fucking hot.
No, I think like I'd be
Yeah.
more body confident because you're not like
Spread out.
looking fat or anything or spread out. So it's not the body issue, it's the actual exercise of my hips issue. I feel like I can't get going with it. But maybe that's just me and I'm shit at being on top.
Okay.
So I prefer be.
Do you have like any particular, we'll just get taking a weird turn again. Seems to be the way it's going lately. Do you have a favourite place to do the deed?
Oh, in bed.
Wow. Crazy.
Crazy bitch.
Fucking hell, calm down,
Yeah.
like. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Is it not allowed to be a normal place? Where's your favourite place? And what's
Shower.
your favourite position?
Shower.
The shower. Oh.
Yeah. And wet hair is like a huge thing. Turn on for me.
Oh, go away.
Tell me.
Yeah, there is
More
something
of that.
kind of cool about that. I think it's more the fantasy of it. I've been in the shower and I feel like it's not as great when you're actually in it and there's water all over and you're like, you know, I don't find that as good.
Okay.
Wow.
And on that note.
So that's your favourite, is in the shower, and is there any position you don't like?
Well, no. Yeah. Think of any.
Anyway, it goes for Patrick. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay. Coolio.
Right.
That was interesting. That was funny.
Okay, so are we going back into the role play for a while? We've got about 10-15 minutes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because people are missing this role play. Last week we didn't do any.
Did people actually say why didn't you do the role play?
Yeah, a few people were
Maybe.
missing it. Yeah, because I think it's like a story, so they like it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
we need to recap a little bit first for those people that are just tuning in. Go back to episode 1, but if you're too lazy,
you want me to do it?
yeah, you can fill them in. Sorry, I know you're tired, babe. I know.
Anna and I, we matched on Tinder. We went on our first date. We got on really, really well. Like our first date started as a coffee date, but turned into like an all-out, all-night drinking session and stuff like that. She got a taxi home that night. So then we arranged our second date, which was me travelling down to near where she lives. I booked into a B&B for the night. Again, we had an amazing date. Like Anna stayed over in the B&B with me. We slept together, but we didn't have sex. Then I didn't text Anna for a few days because I had stuff going on in my life. Anna was upset about that, so another guy that she had met down at the Galway races, Kieran, who was in town, texted Anna and asked Anna to meet him for a drink. So Anna went and met Kieran for a drink. One thing led to another, and I texted Kieran.
Just throwing it out there.
Jumping in there.
This is a role play. This didn't really happen.
This did not really happen. So then after this, I contacted Anna and I explained that the reason I hadn't been in contact for the last few days is I had a lot going on in my life. I decided I'm going to give up my job and go back to being a full-time student. Now Anna had to deal with and Anna has responded to the message. She was supportive, but the reality is, like, Kieran, the guy that she met in between, is a very wealthy property developer, has his own helicopter, etc., etc. Now, the guy that she likes, she has a connection with, I am openly saying I'm going back to college. I won't have a pot to piss in. I will be on back to education allowance. I'll have to work part-time somewhere just to keep going. But you really like me. So
And I choose.
So for now, you're going to be okay with
Patrick.
that.
Yeah, I said I'm going to be okay with that. I don't care that Kieran is going to fly me around the country. I don't give a shit. I want to be with the broke student because I care about him.
Now, so
now we're kind of dating, aren't we?
Well, no, on foot of that conversation, we decided, like, you asked me, did I want to come over and watch a movie?
We slept
Right, I
together.
want no wine, so I knew, hey, I won't be driving home. Watched the movie, had sex, had a great night. And the next day then,
Used a condom.
yeah, used the condom. The next day, I go home, because I have work.
Yeah.
So, like, if I hadn't, we would have gone I spent the day
So
together.
now would you class us as seeing each other? I'm just wondering.
Oh, would you class this as?
Seeing each other.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think we're seeing each other now.
But, here's the thing, and this is where we're going to pick it up. So,
Yeah.
the day after, okay, my ex, who was like my serious ex, right?
Mm-hmm.
starts following me adds me as a friend on Facebook and starts following me on Instagram.
Okay.
And I look at it and I go, oh, that's weird.
Mary's following me again.
Mary's following me again. And I suppose all of the kind of the bitter feelings or harsh feelings I had about Mary in the time that's passed have faded away a little bit, so I refollow her and I accept her friend request. You're getting angry already. So I accept her follow request or whatever, and I accept her friend request, and a few hours go by and she sends me a message. Right?
Okay.
Why are you like...
I'm just taking it all in. I don't know this is going on.
No, you don't.
I'm flat out on my way to a gig to Killarney or somewhere.
So
thinking Patrick's mad about me.
And he is.
But Mary's messaging.
Mary's messaging. So I get a long message from Mary. Mary has spoken to one of my friends, and my friend told Mary what I'm planning on doing, which is to go to give up work and go back to being a student. And Mary had heard this, and Mary contacts me because Mary's going to do the same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
you're right.
So you and Mary have a lot in common again.
So, and I'm like, wow, and she's like, I'm so proud of you. This is telling me that I'm so proud of you. This is what you always were meant for. And you're actually getting like this is again.
Well, fuck you, Mary.
This is a role play.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, yeah.
But I like to immerse myself in the role.
It's true. So yeah, Mary is going back to college as well. Now we're not doing the same course or whatever, but she heard that I was doing this, and she messaged me to say like, I'm so proud of you. Like, this is what you're meant to do. Like, I always thought that you were meant for more. When we were together, I was always telling you should do something else and stuff like that. And I'm just going, oh my God, this message catches me right in the
Mary,
feels.
yeah. And you're like, God, Mary understands me.
No, not even that, not yet. I'm just like, wow, Mary, great to hear from you. Like that, that's such a lovely message. Thank you for contacting us. And Mary asked me, do you want to go for a coffee?
To catch up.
Yeah. No.
Can you be friends with your ex?
See, well, okay, so what's your initial reaction to that? First question, should I tell you? Next time I'm talking to you, should I say, would you believe now my ex heard?
I'm just going to go,
Okay, what? Okay, so let's do it.
You do tell me.
I say nothing, and I'm going to, because I owe you one, because we had we've settled that whole thing.
We are not exclusive though. We haven't had that chat.
We're not, but it's still.
Are we though?
We haven't had the chat.
In your gut though, are we exclusive now?
In my gut, I really, really like you. So in my mind, I'm probably thinking that you'll probably end up being my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But we haven't had the chat yet.
Okay.
So there's still that little bit of
grey area. Yeah. You know I love the grey area.
Here's the thing, and I go back to this. It upset you that like in 4 days that you didn't hear anything from me, right?
Yeah.
You're like, fucking, if you set an alarm to wake up in the morning, fucking text me type thing, right?
Okay.
And I've come back, and like you did what you did because of that, and you know what I mean. But we weren't exclusive, so you could do whatever
and
the
we're
fuck you
still
want.
not exclusive.
No, but as I said 2 episodes ago, so I didn't text you for 4 days because I had all this stuff going on in my life.
Yeah.
But I also wonder why you didn't text me.
Okay.
Like, has she fallen off the face of the earth? That's going through my head too. Like,
Okay.
in my mind, it's not all my responsibility to contact you.
Okay.
Right? Now, I had a lot of shit going on, but I suppose I did wonder.
Yeah.
Like,
funny
we had a lovely
time.
time. Like, why isn't it? Like, I should probably. I'm meaning to text Anna, but I have so many people to talk to, so much thinking to do.
Do you have
and all this
thinking
sort
here
of stuff.
from me anyway? Yeah.
You know, yeah. And there's that, right? And then I get this message from her, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Like, what you're doing is such a great thing." So like,
she seems to be supporting you a bit more than I was.
That's for me is going to be the reason that I'm going to go for coffee with her.
Yeah. So I should have just texted you myself. Yeah.
But I suppose you should. But like, I should have texted you too. But my reasons for not texting you were different to your reasons for not texting me.
Yeah. Mine were games. Yours weren't.
Yeah. Mine could have been.
Yeah.
For all you knew.
For all I knew, exactly.
Yeah. So I suppose there's a lesson there.
There's a lesson there. Yeah. I've been thinking. Yeah. I was actually the one playing the game. Yeah. So are you going to go for coffee with Mary? You were asking, should you tell me?
Yeah, would you, if you were me, okay, we know the answer to that, but would you, okay, so if I So like this is just like at this stage you and I are chatting regularly, like we're even FaceTiming each
Oh,
other.
are we? Okay.
But like if I say to you, like so we had our night and everything like that, and we're constantly, you are getting your good morning and good night messages at this stage because
Okay.
I do like you and care about you.
Yeah.
But if in the middle of a conversation I turn around and say, would you believe my ex, and I've told you about her, we've had this, our exes have come up with this. So
Yeah.
you know Mary was the 3.5-year ex.
Okay.
It was like,
So you tell
The
me
big
that
X.
Mary's texting you and you're meeting.
if I tell you, would you believe my ex fucking friended me the other night and sent me a big long
The
message?
feeling of jealousy that would go through my
I
body
can
at
already
this
see
stage.
it. I can already see it.
I would not be able to control.
What would you like?
Myself.
Okay, so you
And
say.
I think most girls would be the same.
What would you do? Like, what's your reaction?
My heart would drop to my toes.
I'm such an honest creator that I'm fucking.
No.
Like, no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just. This is hypothetical.
So if you did tell me,
I'm not
my
gonna-
heart would drop to my toes. I'd feel like I'm going to get sick. I'd be jealous.
Even though. And this is empathy, folks. You know what I mean? Don't do something that you wouldn't want done to you. Is that right, Billy?
No.
So, don't tell you. Is that what you're saying? Your heart drops to your toes. What then?
Then I'm like, you're fucking yourself up nearly by telling me because I will forever not want to even see a like on Mary's pictures on Instagram. I'm just telling you the girl's point of view. I'm telling you now, I'd be gutted and I'd be like, once we're in a full-blown relationship,
But we're not.
Mary is.
But we're not.
Yeah, but once we are, you're fucked if you like a picture of Mary. Or if I see you talking to Mary. Mary is going to be in our relationship in my head for the whole future of our relationship. I'll be like, fuck Mary anyway, trying to rob my Patrick. You know, that's just,
But I'm
I'm
not
just
your
being
Patrick.
honest, but you will be. And then I'm going to always be jealous of Mary. I don't like Mary. Mary's your ex. I don't want you hanging out with Mary anymore.
Okay, so there is no benefit to me telling you about Mary contacting me,
No.
or especially
No,
that
no, definitely
I'm
not.
going to go for coffee with Mary. I'm going to go for coffee with Mary because
Why? What is your intention with Mary?
I'm just really impressed with the fact that she contacted me and she said all those nice things to me, and she's like, "Do you want to go for coffee as friends?" It's like,
And are you like you? I'm wondering, do you really like me? And there's no way you're going to go off with Mary.
I don't know that yet.
Yeah, it's a grey area.
Because
there,
like I said to you,
can still
it
do
comes
what you
back
want.
to the fact, in my mind, right, my rationale for this is the reason I'm going for coffee with Mary is because, well, like Anna didn't fucking like when I was like I had this wonderful night with Anna and I thought like things were good. Now I know I didn't fucking text her, but she didn't fucking text me either. I can't even fall off.
So
the
you're
face.
not
Girl,
sure.
What was she? She's never going to text me again because she's on my death notice. Do you know what I mean? That would bug me a little bit too. Guys like a little bit of contact as well, a little bit of interest. It can't all be.
So you're just going with Mary because you feel why not? You're not.
I like this. As I said, Mary, we were in a serious relationship together, and like obviously there's always going to be some feelings there. And Mary has heard that I'm doing this and has contacted me to tell me how proud she is of me. She's also said she's going to do something similar, so she wants to.
But I don't know any of this is going on.
No, you don't.
I'm
No,
going to go meet
nothing.
her. So I'm telling you, if you tell me, I'm going to be gutted.
But gutted why? As in like gutted because there's an ex on the scene, or do you feel I'm betraying you by going meeting Mary?
A bit of both.
Okay.
I just know that I'd get that. I know that sick feeling that I'd get. And lots of girls, I think.
So again, it comes back to Mr. Connor Fatty. Shout out to Connor because he's actually really
Connor's
nice
like
guy.
our only listener. He's always writing to
Just
us.
listens thousands of times. Connor wanted to know, like, are you better off not saying anything like in those situations? And
I think
clearly
so.
you are.
Yeah, you are. It's better for our long-term relationship if that works out. That I don't know about Mary right now, because I'll make a bigger thing out of Mary. Right. Sorry, just being honest. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I am going to meet Mary.
Yeah. I don't know, so it's not hurting me.
Well, you're going to find out.
Our relationship is.
Why is it? This is not a mess. This is like what goes on. And not everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And like you have to actually. This is why this isn't like this roleplay. It's not a love story. As
Yeah.
in like as in a Disney love story. As in like we don't just meet, fall in love, fall into bed, get married, have kids, the end. No. This is the kind of bullshit that people have to put up
Yeah,
with
this
in
is
real
dating
life.
in 2018.
So like that's why there's so many fucking curveballs in this,
Yeah.
is because like this is reality, unfortunately. You just like the percentage of people that are lucky enough to meet the one and fall in love, and there's never any fucking games, there's never any bullshit, there's never any exes, there's never any I can't tell
There's
you.
no such thing as all that, is there?
There is such thing. I don't want to say that either, but like reality is more to what we're having here, and like don't just go this is fuck type of thing. Like you have to,
no, this is reality. I'm beginning to realise this. Yeah.
There's it's a mountain.
It's a
just
mountain.
gotta climb
You
it.
gotta climb it. Yeah.
If you want to get to where you want to
Sometimes
get.
do a good bit of training before you can climb the mountain. You might get halfway up the mountain a few times and fall back down, but you gotta get up and go again.
Okay. Alright.
Good evening, on.
Will we leave it there? And we'll start off.
Go on, go for a
next week?
quick coffee with Mary there.
Oh, I don't think Mary's going to be a quick coffee.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't want to leave you sit like this for a
Okay.
week.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, on episode 9, we might have a guest for episode 9. We're in talks, but episode 9, we could even get someone to play the role of Mary.
Mary. Oh, no doubt she'll be gorgeous. Anyway, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Rate and review and follow us on Instagram, Love Life Podcast.
Yeah. And I will not be hungover for the next episode, I promise.
I am Malachny.
Yeah.
And Anna O'Connor 26. And give us your feedback, your thoughts on this episode. And thanks everybody.
Goodbye and good night.
You!